Sleeper is a term used mostly during the draft to refer to a Premier League player that a fantasy manager believes is set to have a breakout season. The word sleeper comes from the idea that most fantasy managers will sleep on this player or overlook their potential. Here are TOGGA'S top 5 FPL Draft sleepers. First up is Nathan Ake. The former Chelsea defender joined Bournemouth permanently just 6 months after bursting onto the FPL scene. He might not replicate his form of 2016-17, but Ake is being drafted after the 10th round and outscored on a permanent basis many of the 36 defenders being taken ahead of him this summer. Next up is Andre Gray. Burnley's hitman was the toast of summer 2016 drafts, with many pundits expecting him to carry over the championship form, which saw him score 25 goals with 9 assists in 2015-16. Gray was serviceable last season, with 9 goals and 3 assists, but the expectations were much higher, and FPL managers are leaving Gray until a draft's dying picks, so TOGGA believe he's worth owning on upside alone. Up next we've got Oxlade-Chamberlain, Arsenal's perennial "this is his season" player. The Ox is lightning in a bottle for opponents and FPL managers alike. With Arsene Wenger shifting tactics at the end of last season, Oxlade-Chamberlain got a look in as a wingback, where he thrived for fantasy purposes. His stock in the draft game is low, over playing time concerns, but if you're a believer in his talent, he could become an option for late on during the draft process. He's one of a handful of players who are being drafted after pick 100, who TOGGA believe could easily finish the season as a top 50 scorer in the draft game. Next up is Idrissa Gana Gueye. Everton's defensive rock produced excellent numbers last season for a player with minimal scoring potential. Despite his lack of goals, he was worth nearly 10 points per match in TOGGA. While Ander Herrera, Nemanja Matic and Wilfred Ndidi are all drawing early draft consideration, Idrissa Gueye has dropped below round 10 in most drafts. He doesn't have 20 points per match potential, but he should consistently score upwards of 8 points every week, and give FPL draft managers the freedom to take high upside risks elsewhere in their starting 11. And the final sleeper to watch for TOGGA'S top 5 is Tammy Abraham. The on-loan striker has traded Chelsea blue for Swansea white and could make an instant impact in Wales. A year ago, the young hitman struck 23 championship goals for Bristol City. He remains unproven in the Premier League and likely behind Fernando Llorente in the pecking order at Swansea, so his draft stock is lower than similar players such as Kelechi Iheanacho. But TOGGA believe that Abraham could easily outscore them all and be a valuable second striker for your draft 11. Get ready for the new season with the most comprehensive FPL draft guide ever assembled. If you're new to the draft game, this guide will provide a solid understanding of how to enjoy a successful first season. It features exclusive content from Ben Dinnery on injuries, Ryan from Fantasy Yerma, 2 cheat sheets, and analysis of draft strategy. Whilst the TOGGA FPL Draft Guide can be used for the official FPL draft game, it will also provide guidance for TOGGA's very own Fantasy Premier League game. And here's how to play. Just like with FPL Draft, no 2 teams in your league own the same player. This eliminates all teams owning the same players. With 18 key events, TOGGA reward points for scoring events such as shots on target, successful crosses, and tackles won. This helps to reflect a true individual player performance. You can transfer players with other managers in your league, or acquire unowned players who were not drafted. And you can find links to download the TOGGA app or purchase the TOGGA Draft Guide in the description box below.